What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new series, Skyfactory 5. Hello. Your screens are not broken is meant to be black and white. So if this is the first you're seeing it with this, welcome. Congratulations. I am going to do a speed run of getting all colors. So this episode will be a little bit quicker, less like every single step, just how to get every sapling and color. So let's just get right into this. We start on a single tree. There's This is our whole world. And if you haven't played Sky Factory or Sky Block before, you're in the sky, you have one tree, you have to progress. So let's just get right into that. All right, so I guess we start punching trees. So we in theory could even get our first color by breaking these leaves. Okay, colorless dirt. So let's make some slabs. Make a crafting table. So one thing I found is you get these like crafting tables, like crafting stations. But if you go one more, you just get a normal crafting table. So I would much rather do that. Mobs don't spawn, so I don't have to worry about light levels. When we want mobs to spawn, we'll make them spawn. So let's just put my crafting table down here and let's get some slabs. All right, so we have our first little platform. It does look off even, but if we break these leaves and there is a vein miner, I may get green. Oh, no, not yet. You can get green apple from saplings. So I did get another sapling, which is great. Put that in there. Use our watering can. So let's take all these leaves. We might get green. Hey, we got green. All right. I'm going to do this for a little bit more and then do the next color. Actually, our next step is we need an axe. So to make the axe with this template, wood and a stick. Okay. Okay, so we can make an axe like that, which is great. Let's water this and get some templates every time you have a tree. We're going to right click it. Oh, we have bees. That's kind of problematic, but okay. Oh, I should state the mods that I've added to this pack that aren't on here naturally. I've added 3 so far. I've added time in a bottle. I've added iron jetpacks, and I've added and the pipes mod. So yeah, I added those 3 mods. Another really nice thing is that nothing takes durability. Oh, our next color is gonna be white. So let's go get white real quick. Place a sapling, and we have these silkworms. All right, so to get white, we put these silkworms on here, and we let these get infested. I think you can eat them. Yeah, see, so I also got white dye. So I can also dye a sapling, but I should be able to get them from this in 1 second. All right, we got these infested leaves. Let's break them. Ta-da, we got white. Now with white, clear all these out. All right, now we can make our first, we can make 2 colored saplings. So for our first one, take your sapling, put it on the ground. We got the white dye from eating that and dye it. And just like that, we have white tree. And now we're getting white dye, white apples, all that great stuff. And we have white saplings. Now let's make a green sapling. Use our apple, throw it in here, green dye. I don't know if we've unlocked green yet, but this should help. Of course we've unlocked green. We can see it. Beautiful. Got some vines. And just like that, we have green saplings, white saplings, and colorless saplings. On to the next one. All right, so our next step is let's just get another sapling down. And we need some shears. So, oh yeah, the shear template. We'll use that. Perfect. Colorless shears. All right, before I do that, let's get some wool. Let's make a bed so we can sleep because my tree is not growing in the dark. Let's use our shears. Take all these leaves, make a barrel, throw these right here, throw the leaves in. Could also use saplings or anything else. This would get us brown dye. And just like that, we got brown. Love it. All right, on to the next one. All right, so let's get the brown sapling. Let's eat some dirt. Ew, brown dye. So put our sapling down, dye that brown, watering can. We have brown saplings now. All right, next we're gonna make some grass. So we're gonna get some brown dye, some green dye, grass seed, that down there. All right, so now let's get some bone meal. I think it's from, yeah, so I need 3 white dye. Okay, let me grow some white trees real quick. All right, so let's get that bone meal. Okay, we got some seeds. All right, so we got some wheat seeds and we got some beetroot seeds and some hemp, which is great. So we got red and yellow. So So let's get those growing real quick. And then we're also going to get some water set up. So let's get the water first, and then we'll get those other ones set up. All right, so we're going to make a crucible. We got some white logs. We're going to take a stick and a dye. Now we have a torch. So I'll put it there, put the crucible here, and then we're going to put some leaves in it. And that's where we're going to get our first bucket of water. All right, that's going to take a minute. Let's go get those farm set up. All right, before we start the farm, actually, let's get that water. So let's make a bucket. We're gonna make a wooden bucket. All right, so we got our first bucket of water. Right. Oh, sure. Of course, now it starts. Oh no, did I lose my water? Oh, is it because it's all slabs? There we go. And then, yeah, I guess that'll fill up with water as well. That makes that easy. So we're gonna get our water source. We're gonna set up our farmland. And then, oh yeah, we should also get our blue sapling. Well, to do that, we just throw a sapling, which I don't have. Take a sapling, throw it into water. There we go. We got blue sapling. So we will right here for now. All right, so let's set up this farm because this just keeps filling up with water. And that's a water source now too. So we'll just throw you in there. Let's go grab my seeds. All right, we'll let these grow up. Then we'll get yellow and red. After water and canning for a bit, let's get our wheat. Got yellow. Got red. Awesome. So let's make a sapling for both of those. There we go. Red sapling. And let's make our yellow sapling from that piece of wheat. Awesome. All right, let's see what one's next. Let's get lime next. We got some grass. We got some water. We're gonna bone meal it. We got seagrass. And we got lime. I don't know if we have the lime dye yet, but we do have lime. Careful with beehives. All right, I'm going to make some lime dye. Oh. We cool, guys? We cool? We'll see. I'm going to make some lime dye by mixing some green and some white. All right, let's make lime dye. So we can go green, white. Oh, that's a weird tree. Awesome. Now we have lime saplings. Off to the next one. All right, let's get gray next. So we're going to need some campfires. So I need wood and torches. So you can make campfires with sticks, which is cool. So let's just go. I don't know why blue is not really showing up yet, but I need this wooden sticks. Okay. All right, so we got some campfires. We're gonna grab some slabs. I also expanded this out. This is RGB. I don't know why the blue is not showing up right now, but how you get ash is you cook templates, you cook these things up. Let's go get some gray dye. This on here. You just put these on here, and I'm gonna get gray. These are important for cobble. All right, so now if we go over here, we got all this ash. We got gray. So that's how you get gray. Now let's take all of our ash. That's how you get cobblestone. Awesome. So now let's make our first furnace. And we can get black by getting charcoal. We go like this. This is how we're going to get black. Black. Cool. So now I don't remember how to get. Okay, there's black dye. So we can get a black sapling. And for the gray, we can get gray sapling. Awesome. We're doing pretty good, guys. Also, how to get inferium is lime leaves. So lime is a good tree to make your main tree if you're trying to get inferium. There's our black, there's our gray. So now we have black and gray saplings. All right, let's go get light gray. So we're gonna take a cobble, we're gonna make smooth stone. Now we got light gray. Now I forget how you get that. I think I can just mix white and gray dye. You get light gray now after you have unlocked it. There you go. We got light gray, which is how you make iron. So 4 light gray equals 1 iron. So that's a super useful one. All right, we got our light gray sapling. All right, next we are going to go get light blue. You get light blue, you have to get clay. So we're going to take some water, throw it in here, make a hammer our cobblestone. Got gravel, then hammer that again. And we got sand. Throw the sand with water. And we got light blue. Now to get light blue, I know we can just go blue dye and white dye. Awesome. Light blue. Let's grab sapling. We're almost there. Off to the next one. So now let's go get orange. We're going to need a unfired crucible. We're going to need some porcelain clay, which is some clay and some bone meal. I go like this. Unfired, cook up that crucible. So for now, also we can see our blue now. Very cool. Take our crucible, put it right, give it a torch, and we're gonna need some more cobble, which I don't know if I have any made. All right, let's go throw this cobble in. It's gonna take a minute or a little bit longer to do, But yeah, with just one torch, it's going to take a while to get to a bucket. Our lava is ready. Do not use the wooden bucket because you'll burn yourself. Now we have orange. Okay, so now we can make a cobblestone generator, which we'll do right now. Also, quick tip: if you go the one probe config, you can change how this looks. That's how we change that. Let's get the orange sapling, which if you throw a sapling in lava, you get orange, or do I just lose it? Yeah, that's how you get the orange sapling. Awesome. Now we have the orange sapling. You are going to want to get a little bit of orange so you can get up a copper block right away. Because you need to oxidize a copper block to get cyan. Orange and green dye, get copper. Once you have a block placed in the world, and that's how we're going to get cyan. So let's get that set up right now, but it's going to take a little bit. All right, so we got enough for a copper block. Place this in the world, and then we will get cyan. All right, next we're going to get eggplant seeds. Brown, yellow, orange. Awesome. Let's make an eggplant seed. This is how we're going to get purple. Oh, darn it. I accidentally just opened it. But yeah, we got eggplant. We got purple now. To get purple dye, red and blue. All right, red and blue. We got purple. Also, doesn't matter what color sapling you dye. You can dye any of them. And just like that, we now have purple saplings. We're getting real close, guys. So the cyan we're waiting on. So all we have left, I believe, is magenta and pink. So let's keep moving. All right, next, let's make an onion seed. And now we have magenta. I don't know if we can get the magenta dye yet. Next step is to get pink. So we're going to get a knife. We're going to get a fishing rod. And we're going to catch a fish. I think it has to be salmon or cod. I think a water source does count. And just like that, we got a cod. So we would go knife, cod. We just unlocked pink. Cool. Now we got pink dye, pink saplings. Now we can make the magenta sapling. Magenta dye. Let's go make the sapling. There we go again. Be careful breaking beehives. They don't like that too much. But yeah, let's go make that sapling. And just like that, we have magenta saplings. So now we have absolutely everyone except for cyan, which we have to wait for that copper block to oxidize. Awesome. So while we wait for that copper to oxidize fully, let's set up a easy cobblestone farm. All right, so let's make that cobble gen. We'll put it right here. We go barrel or chest. You go hopper, wooden hopper for now. Barrel. Awesome. Okay, so we got that. Lava's gonna go up there. Give me that. Okay, so now we go 2 fluid hoppers like this. Those also need to be surrounded for water. All right, I think that's everything. This should be a very fast cobblestone gen. Let me just double check our work. Okay, so lava is gonna go right here. So lava there, water here as a source block, so water, water. And this should be a super fast cobble gen. Grab 2 sources of water. First one right there. Second one. Now, once we put lava here, this should just be an instant cobble gen, essentially. Grab our lava. And look how fast that comes in. So I didn't design this. I saw it somewhere else. I'm not sure where, but yeah, that's a super fast cobble gen. So now we're just going to wait for this block to oxidize. All right, so our copper block is now ready. I don't think I need silk tuts. Pickaxe level stone. I need a stone pick. Okay, copper won't do. Ta-da! Cyan, all colors. Woo woo. Okay, let's see if we can make the cyan sapling. And then we have all of them. There we go. We got cyan. Cyan's nice because you can get diamonds. And now we have cyan saplings. All right, I'm going to set up a basic millstone setup. And then that's what we're going to call it for today. It should be fairly easy. So that should be enough. Shaft, cog. Okay, we got 2 going there. We're gonna have a hopper. So if I just go wooden hopper, chest, and chest. Okay, I don't want these to be the same. All right, so if we put cobble in here, there we go. Now we're getting gravel. And then we can take the gravel, put it up in this one, and then we'll start getting sand. Just like that. All right, well, I think that's a great starting point. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click subscribe. This is gonna be a fun series. And I'll see you guys again next week. All right, bye-bye. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 2 of Skyfactory 5. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let's just get right into this, shall we? So today I want to get into getting some colors automated. We now have every color. So let's start doing stuff with it and let's start producing dyes. So let's show you what I've been up to. Got an elevator. I got this all piped in now. So I always have lava. I can easily fill up my furnaces. I have like a basic dripstone farm, just slowly gathering me some passive dripstone. And I've started over here. So this is going to be a dye farm. We are going to have dripstone. We're going to have, if you're watching Skyfactory, this is kind of the go-to farm most people are using these days. So you have water, you have colored water, you have sand, blah, 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 blah. Let's just get right into it, shall we? So first we need to get this set up. We're going to have to get water. We are going to dye the water. Because if you don't know, I don't know if I showed this in the last one. Do we have water here? Yes, we do. So if you take random dye, you can put it into water, and then it will turn into water. And then if you take a piece of sand, we just got a block of that. So you take one dye, turn it into 9. You can dye water, put it above dripstone, and it will do the same thing. It's very slow and very passive, but let's just get right into it, shall we? Also, so I'll show the method. So we have a barrel or a chest or anything. I have hoppers. I prefer iron hoppers. That way, if items get mixed up in there, it's easier to debug. We have a barrel. We have a fluid hopper. We have a cast, which I believe holds 8 buckets. Yes, 8 buckets. And then these are all going to be where the watered dripstone is going to drip above. So yeah, so that's one slice, right? Chest, hopper, barrel, hopper, and then you don't really need the cast, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to get hoppers all along, get colored chests, and then we'll start dyeing water, and then hopefully we'll get into create and in theory get it automated to automatically keep producing. So let let's just go do that. So for step one, chests, barrels, hoppers. Once we get all this set up and going good, then we'll work on expanding and going to create. All right, so I just got enough dripstone. So we're gonna have dripstone. Also, a fun tip: if you push the Alt button, you can crouch instantly, so you can crawl around and stuff. So that's super helpful. Alt, unalt, Alt. So now we're gonna fill this up with water up here, and then we'll start dyeing them, and then we'll start adding the spikes, and then that's step one. So once we have every color set up, we're actively producing stuff, the next step would be to upgrade our sand production. So right now we just kind of have this small little slow kind of take some cobble, throw it in here, take the gravel, throw it up there. Super passive, super slow. That's not good enough. We need speed. So we're going to get into create, but we're not there yet. All right. So I got the water up there. So I'll show you how this works. So you can just dye water. Careful that you don't dye your bricks because they will. Cobblestone can dye. The cool thing is these won't connect to one another. They don't mix or anything. Awesome. So that's the white. We won't see anything dripping yet until I put some dripstone spikes underneath it. But that will drip onto these fluid hoppers, and yeah, good times. And then the sand has to go into these barrels, but we'll get that set up in a little bit. So I'm going to dye all these, and then we'll be back. And just to show that they don't connect, here's the orange. It just kind of turns into its own thing. What was that? I just heard a bee, kind of sounded like Jevin, that said buzz, buzz, buzz. They're like, I think I'm going crazy. I randomly heard something go buzz, buzz, buzz. What just happened? All right, so I got all the colors set up. So now the next step is to set up the dripstone drip spikes. Kind of satisfying looking, and not too bad because one die turns into 9 die, so it's pretty easy to get all these. Anyways, so once I start getting dripstone under here, it'll be a very slow process. So we're gonna get all those in, and then we're gonna start the create aspect of it, of crushing and cobble gen and all that good stuff. All right, so these should all slowly start dripping into these fluid hoppers, fill these up, and fill the barrels. So we'll see. It's gonna take a while. And the next step would be get sand. So let's get into create. Let's get creative. All right, I think I messed up. I forgot that you need a barrel. I don't think you can just go from right to the hopper. So I'm going to tear up all of the water, redo all the water, unfortunately, tear up all of the dripstone and put barrels underneath. Kind of sucks. Oh well, let's do that right now. All right, after rebuilding it all and doing a bunch of testing and this and that, we're back. So I have them all locked with storage tools. I'm just putting sand in there by hand. So we got 3 buckets in that one, 2 in that one, whatever. So yes, the proper way of doing this is bucket or barrel or chest, hopper, barrel, fluid hopper, cask, or tank. If you want a tank there. Fluid hopper is all the way down. Lime barrel, or I use lime just because that's the only what I had. Barrels, pointed dripstone, dripstone, colored water. So that's the way you want to do it. These apples are so big. Everything's so big. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, but we're back in action now. We have kind of passive stuff. So if we need iron, we can go here and give that some sand. Or so it's kind of slow for now. This one has a lot more because we're always doing some testing. And okay, let's start getting into create now. Expanded the platform a little bit. All right. After much iron smelting and getting whatnot, I finally have enough hoppers. So I have normal hoppers all the way above the barrels where the water's coming in. And then I have a belt right in front. And then once we start getting our automation, we'll have sand, we'll have chests up here, and then we'll have funnels pulling it all in. If it starts from over here, this area will get all the sand first until the hopper and the chest fills, and then it'll just keep going and going and going. So it's a weird way that it once it all gets filled up, it'll be good, but it's a slow start. So that's where we're at now. Now we need to start producing, well, sand. So let's start doing sand. So we do have our small sand factory over here, but we need more a commercial scale, right? This is so slow, and like it's just take this and turn it into that. It's just I think we can do better than that. So let's take this concept, but ramp it up a bit. All right, so I got the brass andesite case funnels up. So these all have funnels going in. I have the belt going over here. I can extend it. I can move it. I have a barrel with 2 spots. One will be for the flint. One will be for the gravel. I'll probably put a void upgrade on there. All right, so I think I want something like this, where I have 6 millstones crushing the gravel into sand and flint, and then the gravel will be created up here. So now we need a cobblestone generator, and obviously we need to power all these. We may have to gear up quite a bit because we have a lot going on. So yeah, let's get some cobble being generated, and then we'll start powering it all. So I think I have it all built up. Let's get my lava. In theory, if I go like this, yep, okay, cool, awesome. So now since we have the cobble coming in, that should be enough to power this, hopefully. So I'm going to pipe that in. I am using the pipes mod. I could have used the Silex pipes, but I like these better. So, and then we're going to have to power it. So to power it, I'm going to use a bunch of large water wheels, and hopefully we can get enough speed. Let's just build some water wheels. All right, I think I have everything set up. It's super slow right now, but we'll see if it works. Hopefully it's not overstressed. I have all these water wheels. I have water down the bottom, pushing all of those. So in theory, if I connect these, I'm hoping it's not overstressed. So this is super slow for now. And I do want to speed it up with like the speed controllers, I think it's called. I do want to speed it up with these, but I need to get some precision mechanisms first. So for now, it'll be extremely slow, but look, I got sand. All right, so I think if I put 2 gearboxes, it should change the direction. So if I put one here, it's going the wrong way. If I put another one, it's going the right way. Yes, it is. So at some point, I'm going to need to change this to a brass filter or funnel. But yeah, so I have that. I'm hoping to be able to speed it up a bunch. That's kind of why I planned for that. But we can see the process. So they're going to come over here. They're going to come start filling up this chest. It's extremely slow right now, but no, we're about to see our first one get sucked up. Yep, awesome. So that's the core principle right there. Next, we're going to set up the precision mechanism, and then we'll speed this up a bit, and then that's it. This will just slowly, very slowly start filling up all of these things. I almost wonder if I'll fill up water before I get these, but yeah. So now let's get the precision mechanism set up. All right. So before we can get the precision mechanism, well, I guess before we can get the rotational speed controller, we need brass. So let's make a kiln, and we'll get some brass going, and then we can get the precision mechanism set up, and then the speed controller, and yeah, I am grabbing sand randomly from here and stuff just to throw it in there. But let's make this kiln. So, all right, let's see. Hit it with the hammer. Beautiful. Why does that look weird? Is it only a 2x2? All right. So, do I need coke coal for this? I hope not. It doesn't say. So let's just put some copper and zinc. So I should have got some zinc here. Okay, let me get some copper and let me test that. All right, so I got some copper. All right, got my zinc. I got some charcoal. Hopefully charcoal works. If not, I'm gonna have to start making some coke coal. So put that. Okay, so it did work with charcoal. Will I get brass? Yes, you do. Beautiful. Okay. Now, do I have any gold? Yep. Let's make the engineering goggles. Get our engineering goggles. Love it. Put it in the curio. Can't hide them, but I'll keep them on. I should be able to see like rotational speeds and stuff now. So I can only do 512? Really? I may expand that at some point. All right. So now let's set up the precision mechanism. All right. So I think I got it set up. Shout out Triobian, or I don't know how to say her name, for the tutorial. So if I take this, put you in there. In theory, this should work. Let's see. All right. I think this might be the last pass. Let's see. Nice and fast. There we go. Awesome. So now we can make our rotational gear shift, and then we can change the speed and look at the progress we made. All right, let's grab that. Now let's go set it up. All right, so I got everything connected to this. So let's see if I can crank it up all the way. Please don't break anything. Oh, I broke something. Okay, well, clearly we can't go that high right now, but or that high. So I may need more water wheels, which is fine. Let's just put it at 94? Overstressed. I may make these bigger at some point, but for now, how fast can I go? Okay, so I can only go to 32 for now. I'll add more water wheels in the future. Oh, you guys are all going the wrong way, though. All right, so yeah, I got it going the right way now, and I think that's what we're going to call it for today. So now we have automated all dies. This will just slowly fill up as I work on the base and whatnot. These will fill up. I don't think it's keeping up. This the sand is going down, so it's getting rid of more than it can create for now. Maybe I'll add some more grind wheels and stuff, millstones. But yeah, this is not enough power, unfortunately. So maybe can I extend it out? I guess I could just go this way and also connect that to it. But I think that's what we're going to call it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, click subscribe. I'll see you guys again next week. Okay. Bye bye. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Sky Factory 5. Hello. All right. Today, I want to get into farming. So I want to set up a tree farm, and I want to set up an amphibian farm. So let's just get right into this. I'm going to try to figure out the tree farm myself because I don't know. I know the kind of the bare basics. I did a little bit of expanding. Uh, I don't think there's too much else to show. These are almost starting to get. Oh, we got some leaves up there. These are starting to get filled up almost all the way. But let's get right into. Let's do the tree farm first, shall we? All right. So let's see if we can figure this out. So I want to try to make a windmill. Okay, so let's see if we go barrel, go deployer. I want the saws facing the same way. I guess it doesn't really matter. So I think in theory, this should be a contraption. So if I just give it some windmills. All right, one thing I did forget about is we're gonna need some slime. So I wonder if I could put some wheat in one of these. Let's test it. All right, let's see if we put some wheat in here. Sweet, we got some wheat flour. Then we can make some dough. Grab a lime dye. I love that recipe for slime. It's pretty good. Oh, I need 2 slime. That's annoying. Let's make some super glue. Awesome. Okay, and now let's grab a couple chests. In theory, this should work. I'm not too sure though. All right, so we're gonna super glue that. Must be connected. So that doesn't count as connected. Think everything's connected. So in theory, if I just go, okay, it is working. It's kind of going the wrong way though. Okay, let's give it some saplings and test. All right, so for now, we're tell these to be filters for these. Oh, that's not the kind of barrel I wanted. Okay, let's get a different barrel. All right, so let's try that. Is everything still glued in? Yeah. Okay. So if I give this some saplings and turn it on, okay, that's promising. It's planting them. Let me grab something to see if I can get these to grow. All right, let's just water these up. Okay, here we got one tree we can test. I hope this works. I guess it'll be a minute. Let's try it over here first. Yeah, so will this work? Hey, that's a good sign. Okay, I want to stay away. Now, will it touch this one? Oh, let's... Why didn't you work? I think everything else worked, but not that part. So it should chop this tree. It's very slow. I could probably add more windmills to speed it up, but this is just test 1. Like if I go in that barrel that has stuff, so it should be taking it. Oh, maybe that time? No. All right, so I moved it up. I guess these don't need to be glued together. So I moved it up 1 and put a chute under it. So let's see if that will work. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So I think that should just work now. So in theory, I could expand this out a little bit and then just move that somewhere else. Cool. I'm happy with that. I may add some more windmills and whatnot, but for now we have passive wood growth. Next step, inferium. And the cool thing is about using green trees, if I go, well, I go over here, we are getting some inferium. So awesome. Yeah, let's set that up a little bit faster and then we will on to the inferium. Okay, so I added some more windmills and so it seems like it's going quite a bit faster. I may find a way of like upgrading this to be a little bit bigger and move the interface a little bit later, but for now, I'm pretty happy with this. If you don't know how these work, they attack the source block at the bottom, and that's enough to destroy the whole tree. So like stuff like this isn't growing, unfortunately. Isn't chopping. I may have to tweak it a little bit because I think I got 4 deployers, 4 saws. That should be enough to chop everything. We now have passive tree farm. And I can change these saplings to whatever I want. But why is it not getting this one? Because I didn't plant any of these. For whatever reason, that one's not reaching. That's okay. We have a good enough foundation. I'll tweak this a little bit in the future. But for now, we have passive wood coming in. All right, so to get these farms going, I want some sprinklers. And to get some sprinklers, you need the TerraGlass, which I believe if you put it above your crops, it makes them grow faster. So we may try getting some of that as well. But before we do that, the sprinklers, we need that glass, then we need Terra Preta, and then we need biomass. And to get biomass, you need flowers and leaves. To get flowers, you take dye onto leaves, and you get flowers. So it doesn't matter what leaves you use, just dye them, and you get flowers. Oh, so this looks like it's full now, which is good. So that will just kind of stop, right? So I can make that barrel at the end bigger. But yes, production will kind of just stop and start filling things up, which is nice. So that's kind of the cool thing I like about this system is it just has good kind of built-in overflow protection. And then those will fill up, but then it'll just grind nothing, right? So yeah, that's cool. I also think I made the whole world lime green by eating lime dyes. Let's see if I eat a different dye. Will the world change to a different color? Yeah. So I don't know if that's permanent, but I hope not. Guess I could just eat black dye, I guess, to get back to normal. Sure. Is it nighttime though? Oh yeah, that would mess with me. What is the default color? I don't know what the original is anymore. All right, so I got the sprinklers made. These do use water sources though, so eventually these water may disappear, but we can change that later. If it, yeah, like if it runs out of water, I may find a way to continue to keep adding it, but that should be good for that. I don't know if the setup I want to do will use power, but let's set it up and we'll see. Also, our tree farm's getting kind of full, so I may need to find a better solution for all of this. One thing I forgot about is I'm going to need a bunch of seeds, and I think I only have 2. So looks like I'm going to be growing some wheat for a little bit just to get some seeds, and then we'll get the inferium set up. All right, so I also want to turn all these into inferium farmland. Eventually, I'll upgrade them all to supremium. Let's go like this to all of these. All right, now let's get some seeds down. I don't know if I have enough seeds yet, but once I get like a jetpack or something, I'll go underneath and start adding more of the layers of the growth accelerators, which so far I have 0. But look how quick some of these are growing already. It was just the sprinkler. Like it's going pretty quick just with inferium and these sprinklers around. So that's pretty cool. All right, so these seems to be going pretty quickly. Fun tip, if you push Alt, you crawl down. But for now, I can just go like this and see how quickly. Actually, I might set up the collection thing. I just want to see how fast these are growing with just this. Look at that. They're already coming back. Like, that's so weird. I don't know if they've changed the tick speed or what, but look how quickly that's growing. That's great. Okay. Let me see if I can get either an item collector or a harvester set up. Hopefully they don't use power. If they do, maybe we'll set up some power right now too. All right. So for now, let's just put this right here. Let's go get some light blue dye and we'll just throw it into the flame. And this is how you get prosperity shards. So just go like this. Boom, blocks of prosperity. Love to see it. All right, so let's test this first scythe. I should just be able to go like this. There we go, do a nice good chunk of it. So what if I put this, oops, like that? Will that work? Is that working? All right, so we got the first concept there. We have an item collector over here. You can see it's kind of hard to see, but it's picking up that section. I can expand this a little bit more still. And then over here, I have an item user, which I could probably switch to that side as well. But it is working. I have my magnet right now, but oh, hi bees. So yeah, all of that stuff should be going over here. I have an auto inferium farm. So that's pretty good. I'll probably again add the growth accelerators underneath it and expand it and change all the farmlands to premium and all that good stuff. But that's an auto farm. I'll make the scythe better and whatnot, but good progress. One thing I'm finding interesting is I'm not seeing a mod that adds like a demagnetizer, which is really too bad. So I may have to add that because if I just go over here, I just start collecting stuff. So that's problematic. But I think we have some pretty good groundwork. I think the next step we need to do is to get into some crafters. We have a couple options. We can go this route, the crafting machine, but we need to go to the nether. Unless there's another way for me to get there. Yeah. So we have to go to the nether. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Another option is these ones, the RF tools, but I was having issues with those in a test world, so I don't know if those will work. But we kind of get the crafter for Ender IO, or we can go this route. But I think all those are either going to need power or the nether. So let me just clean this up a bit and then we'll go from there. I know it's a short one, but I think that's where we're going to call it for today. We got auto wood and auto inferium set up. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Click subscribe and until next time, bye-bye. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Skyfactory 5. Hello, hello, hello. All right, today I want to get into applied energistics. And to get into applied energistics, we're going to need to get some power. Luckily, I've already kind of got that started. Let me show you. Also, wearing the chef outfit, if you wear this, you are resistant to fire damage. So let's go. First, we're going to need some power. This thing's doing great. I did add one more mod. I added simple magnets so I could get the demagnetizer, that thing right there. And that way my magnet is on a hotkey. So simple magnets, great. But I've kind of already done some infrastructure to get some power going. I want to do lava power. So I have the Silex pipes because they have storage. And I have the pipes mod, which I've added. I made a second cobble gen. And let's get some power, which I kind of already done the groundwork. So if you don't kind of similar setup before, right? Lava underneath, cobble goes in, it melts, turns into lava, fills these up. Now, if you take these magnetic dynamos, these will start producing quite a bit of power actually. And it's all free because it's make cobblestone for free. So this is a good way to make power that costs me really nothing, except for obviously the initial setup. But so now all of these are producing 33 RF per tick. So that's 33 times however many I have here. That's quite a bit. So now I want to set them up to a battery, and then we can just get right into applied energistics. This was just easy, kind of need power, but let's just keep going. All right, so I got all that set up. I have a 13 by 11, so I have 143 of the magmatic dynamos. And then each producing 35 RF per tick as of right now. Oh, about 40. So I'm making over 5,000 RF per tick. And that's on the base level. So like if I could upgrade all these more, I can. All of these batteries are holding, is that 65 million? And then once I get the Fluix point set up, that'll just be in my main power bank. So, and also all of these cables, like the red ones, these ones right here, will also all store power eventually. So that will just turn into a ginormous battery. I think we have enough power for now. So next step is applied energistics. All right, so for us to get into applied energistics, we're gonna need a couple things. We're gonna need a hard drive. We're gonna need some inscribers set up to pattern providers. We're gonna need some power. We're gonna need some cells. So if you haven't done applied logistics before, welcome. If you have, let's just get this done real quick. So I'm gonna start with the inscriber setup and we'll get that going. So first thing I wanna do is get a couple controllers. We're gonna need some Skystone and some Fluix crystal. To get some Fluix crystal, you take some water with charged Sturris quartz and redstone and quartz. You throw it into water. So first thing we have to do is charge some Sturris quartz. Super easy, just some iron and some copper. Okay, so here's a nice temporary setup until we start getting wireless power, this and that. Now, let's see what happens if I put these in here. So that's a quick, easy way of getting some charged Sturris quartz. So now we're going to take this Sturris quartz and we're going to throw it in some water with some nether quartz and some redstone, and then we'll get the Fluix. Also, I guess I should state, to get the Sturris quartz, it's just light blue dye. So really easy to get that. All right, let's throw some of this in the water. There we go. Beautiful. Love to see it. Okay, that should be enough to get us started for now. So before I can get the controller set up, which was my goal, I need to get some presses set up. So some inscribers. So before I can get some channels set up and all that good stuff, let's get some inscribers set up. All right, so I got this set up. These I'll just have as a item input. But one thing that's really cool about this pack is there's only one inscriber for everything. So this one press is universal, which is great. But for me to get that press, I need steel. And I don't have steel yet. So these are easy to get, that's easy to get. But the steel plate, to get steel, I could cook steel, but I don't have steel, right? So how do I get that? Well, you can cook it in a arc furnace with immersive engineering, or you could do a blast furnace with immersive engineering. So I think we're going to build a blast furnace so we can get some steel. Actually, this isn't a blast furnace, is it? This might be a blast furnace. What are you called? Alloy kiln. Let me try that first. If not, I'll build a blast furnace. All right, instead of getting the blast furnace, I'm going to get it in an induction smelter, only because to get the blast furnace, I need blaze powder, and I haven't gone to the nether or done gateways yet. maybe today. But for now, let's make an induction smelter. So I'm going to need some tin. All right. So if I just go like this, beautiful. My inventory is a mess. All this is temporary. So, all right. So now we can make the steel, coal, and iron. Okay. All right. So I don't have coal coke production yet. So let me just set that up real quick and start getting some coal coke. All right. So, oh, this one, that's only a 2x2. Okay. All right. Let's just give you some wood, and that'll slowly start making me coke, coal, and creosote oil. So let's wait for that, and then we can get the steel set up. That's not how you make coal coke. You have to put coal to make coal coke. So I was just getting charcoal. So yeah, coal to make coal coke. While I wait for this, because switch it to blocks, it's going to take quite some time. I'm going to build something or get something, another mod I added. And some of you may not like this, but it is what it is. I want time in a bottle. I added this mod to this pack. It wasn't in here, but I think it's good to have. It's not like super cheaty. It's time you've played, you can get time spent elsewhere. So let me build that real quick. All right. So time in the bottle. If you don't know how this works, time played, while it's in your inventory, you can use it to speed up other machines. So if I had any time, I could speed this up a bit, right? But we still gotta wait a little bit. I'm starting to think, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm trying to think if this wouldn't work because it was on the nothing status for a while. Anyways, we got a block of coke now. So let's add this over here. Then there, beautiful. So now with the steel ingot, we can make our first plate. Plate, beautiful. Now let's make that first press. All right, there's the first one. So it is pretty cool that they all just use one press. That does make it very quick and easy to get into this. So if we put that in here, we can start with some Cirrus quartz. And then we're gonna need a couple more. Thank you. My tree farm's overflowing, but okay, that's fine. So give you a press. All right. So that one's already making the circulation one or calculation one, sorry. Give you some gold. Now we're gonna need some diamonds and some silicone. So let's go grab that. And we have lots of silicone. To get the silicone, you just crush the Sturz quartz in a crusher and cook it. So we're gonna need a lot of the silicone ones, but for now we'll just go like this. One for diamond and one for silicone. Awesome. Beautiful. So now we have some of all of our circuits. We gotta start upgrading them, and then we can start getting into applied logistics. It seems like a lot of stuff to get to nowhere. But anyways, let's keep moving. All right. So the first thing I want to do with these presses is okay, cool. That one's empty. So I'll take that out for now. We're gonna go with a stack of these, a stack of those, put them in here, give you a stack of redstone. Beautiful. Now these will start making the calculation processors, which is how we can get the speed upgrades, which will speed everything up in turn. So take a couple of these. Awesome. So now if I go like this, there, I have 4 right now, and I'll just throw those in here and I can get many, many more. All right. So I got all 4 of these fully upgraded. Can we get into this yet? Yes, we can. I'm not going to need, well, I'm going to need some of these. So do I need a stack? Probably not, but you know, I'll do a few. Cool. So now I should be able to make my first controllers. All right. So we got all of our controllers. Well, for controllers for now, I have just got 3x3. But an energy acceptor. That's going to need some power. So let's just go like this. All right. There we go. So I moved it over a little bit. This should be a nice straight line. So now we have channels. And I believe with this pack, you get 16 per. So instead of, sorry, you get 32. I can't remember what the default is. 32 per channel. So now I think you get 64 of this pack. So this would be more than enough, probably for everything we're going to need. So next step would be hard drives and terminals and all that good stuff. And I'll eventually wireless. All right, I moved over that one, the extra the millstone ahead, just because it's a lot faster over here. So got some more Sturz quartz. So now I can start getting hard drives, cables, and drives. So I set up 12 4K storages. So I can, in theory, start putting everything in here. Next thing I'm missing is some terminals. So let's get the terminals and let's start moving over all my items, or as many as I want for now. It is such a nice feeling having everything in here all in one place. It's great. All of my items, everything I need right here. If I want to craft anything I want, it's just bam, right there. So next step, let's set it up for wireless. Let's put my wireless booster right there. And now link it. Cool. Now let's charge this up. And actually, do I have a better way of charging? No, I don't. So for now you go in there. Oh, okay. Now you go like this. Cool. We'll let that charge up. Is it done? Oh no. And then we'll have wireless AE2. Yeah, so each face is 64 channels instead of 32, which is crazy. But for now, I'll just go like this. Pattern provider. Cool. Now I need to get some crafting terminals set up. Awesome. So our thing is fully charged. Now we have access to our terminal anywhere we are, which is phenomenal. Can I put it in a curio? No. Okay. That's fine. All right. So now I have super basic automation set up. So I have these four with a pattern provider saying, hey, make logic circuits, and just inputting it, and it should be exporting it. So they should be coming up. There we go. Automatically coming in. So I'm gonna have to set up a little bit more. And a big thing I'm missing is iron. I ran out of like light dyes and stuff. So I think we're gonna have to set up printers and stuff soon. Maybe not today. I don't know. But like I'm pretty proud of what we made it so far. All right, I added a storage interface and a controller to make that all one thing. So now I can access all of my dyes, if I need, redstone or whatever. Very nice. Very nice. All right, I think that's where we're gonna call it for today. We got a lot done. In the next episode, we hope we get set up with the blender and printing and all that stuff. But until next time, I'm Mankind. Click subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye bye. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Skyfactory 5. Hello. Hello. All right. In this episode, I want to get pink slime. So I got some pink trees growing. And in this, there's a really easy way of getting pink slime. You just go the fluid extractor onto pink logs. So I want to start getting some pink slime. I also set this up. I have flawless budding surge quartz. If you just throw a block in to water with charge, you get them, you keep upgrading them. And then I have a growth accelerator. And right now I can just go like this and just go like that and vein mine them. Pretty easy way. I will automate that more at some point. But let's just get right into pink slime. So to get pink slime, we're going to need plastic, I believe. And the goal is to get the stonework factory for silicone and all kinds of good stuff, right? You can get stone. You can also get silicone, which would be really cool just to automate silicone in that sense. So let's set up some plastic production. Oh, it doesn't even look like I need plastic yet. I can just go for the fluid extractor, which doesn't even need plastic. This might be a little easier than I thought. Another thing I want to do is set up a way to start doing the gateways. So yeah, first let's get the pink slime. All right, so I think I got something that might work. So I have two controllers. They're not connected to this is just power. So I'm making some sub networks. And then I have a formation plane and I can't even say that one, a breaking plane on top. So in theory, if I give this a storage bus, it should place it. Now I don't know if it can still get fluid from the stripped one, but let's find out. So if I just go like this, that's locked. Okay, if I give you a storage bus, it should. Oh, I did that back. Let me try that again. Put you here. The formation's on the bottom. I give you that. Yep, that's exactly what I meant to do. Give you this and lock that. So now if I tell the storage interface, that should have, oh wait, do they have to come out? That should have worked. Formation plane, yeah. Let me ponder that. I'm not sure why that's not working. All right, so here's a much simpler setup. I got rid of that whole subnet because this wasn't working. I have a block placer, super simple from Silex. And once this extracts enough, it strips it. And it just breaks the block. So I don't even have to worry about breaking it. So if I just go like that, I'm getting pink slime. If I just give that, so I can fill that manually. I don't need a crazy amount. Now I want to set up the same thing for rubber or plastic. And what I thought I was trying to get today was the material stonework factory, but I need netherite. So I don't have netherite yet. We'll see if we get there, but we'll see what we can get done. The next step, duplicate this for plastic or latex, sorry. Oh, I see a problem here. So now since I drained all of the fluid out, it's starting to produce latex. So I wonder if I went like, if I wonder if I could just get it all done with one. So these guys are going to start producing latex now. And then once all, okay, so what if I just put 2 tanks here? Okay, so let's just go like this. So I have 1 tank for, well, I have to make sure that I can get the latex in here. I wonder if I can lock these, or do they have storage drawers or fluid? So I guess in theory, like I can't think of a way of locking, like getting lockable ones, but in theory, it's so dark I can't see anything. If I were to never fully empty these out, that one was always pull silicone out or latex, that one was always pull pink slime. I think these are all doing latex right now. Yeah. That's kind of cool. That's an all-in-one. I just need a way of locking these barrels. That's really cool though. Well, I was hoping I could lock these. I got common black hole tanks, but I don't think there's a way to lock them. But I guess as long as there's always a bucket in there, they should be fine. Either way, that's kind of cool that I can get 2 pink slime and rubber from one machine. I guess I could have like 1 pipe with a filter taking 1 item. Well, we'll see where this gets me for now. So very cool. I don't think we can get into netherite today, but maybe. All right, so I think we're gonna try and get netherite. So to get netherite scrap, you have to crush gilded blackstone. To get gilded blackstone, well, obviously you need blackstone. To get blackstone, igneous extruder, and so I need blue ice. And to get blue ice, I need packed ice. And to get packed ice, well, I need ice. So I'm gonna try this entropy manipulator. I've never used it before, but maybe I can make ice with this thing. Let's try. So let's see. If I put water in here, well, I got fire. Well, that didn't work. It's just like, is there like certain modes to this thing? Clearly, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Shift right click. Okay. Hey, ice. And then if I grab my silk touch, which I don't know if I showed me getting the silk touch. If you just take a amethyst tip, you can get silk touch on the silent gear. Hey, I have ice. Okay, I'm gonna do this a bit so I can get some blue ice, and then yeah, I think we're gonna get some netherite. All right, I got enough for 2 packed ice. And opposed to me doing that all the time, all the way to get blue ice, let's just go like this and create a blast chiller. Hopefully I should have everything. Let's see, fingers crossed. Sweet, so we got a blast chiller. So this might be easier. I just need power. Let's go up top, I guess. Right here. So if I give this water, this should freeze. The only thing is I'm going to need a water source that doesn't drain out. Let me get that set up. All right, let's try this. Let's try the aqueous accumulator. If I just go like this, that's already making ice. Is there a way to, I guess I could compact it. Whatever, that's good enough for now. I'll just take the ice and make the blue ice myself. All right, so I should have enough to get the blue ice. Look like that. Awesome, we got the blue ice. Let's set up the blackstone production. All right, so let's just throw this down here. I'm gonna need soul soil. Do I need it underneath? Let's see. Oh, actually, I don't need the soul soil. But I do need the blue ice. So I want to share that blue ice with another one. So I may actually, oh, I may actually raise this up. I want to make basalt as well. All right, so in theory, if I put lava in here, it should just start working. I hate grabbing things with a wrench. Cool. So I'm getting blackstone, which is great. So now, next step is I have 2 options of making the gilded blackstone. I could either do the solidification chamber, which you have to pump it with lava, give it 2 gold, or the induction smelter. And I think you get the gold back that way. I might try both. Let's see. Maybe not walk into the lava. So let's try this. Let's take black stone and gold nugget. Pretty sure it kind of dupes them as well. Let's see. Oh, is this going to be super slow? Okay, so it does go, but it's extremely slow. Let's try this other method. So give you power as well. And if I just give you lava, eventually I could automate that. But let's just test that. And we'll take some blackstone. I need some more gold nuggets. So let's try this one. It says like this. So that one seems way faster than this one, but it uses a lot of power. Or did it use all? Yeah, no, it's using all my power. Well, if I had the power, that would be the better option. But I don't. This one's like very, very slow. And even to get the netherite scrap, it's a chance crushing. Yeah, it's only a 15% chance. So that's too bad. But you get the gold back. Interesting. Well, I'm going to need to find a way of doing this faster. So I have my first one, but that's not going to be good enough because if I need netherite, I can't get one every hour. So let me ponder that. All right, so I gave my power pipe a max diamond upgrade. It does seem to be going quite a bit quicker. So I do need a way of giving it constant lava. But I could probably fill it up for now. And yeah, I could get the upgrades for this, but I think for now, this might just be a slow process. And the time this one has gotten 7, let's say, almost 8, this one's gotten 1. So that's the way to go for sure, without upgrades and stuff. This one's probably using less power and this and that, but yeah, this one's using 20 RF per tick, and I think this one's using like 375. So it's using 20 times, no, 10 times more or whatever. So I gotta find a way of powering this with lava and whatnot. I might just get rid of. Oh, I got my first one. So that's pretty cool. I have the gold going back in for now. So that will just keep filling up with gold. So then as long as I just keep pumping this with blackstone, this should go for it. Well, no, the gold will fill up eventually. Look, I got 2 already. Cool. So here's the setup I have for now. I don't, not the cleanest thing, but I have the blackstone coming in. I do need to find a way of getting lava into that. Then I have it going into this, the crusher. I also have a pipe up here with an upgrade saying, go to the nearest first. So we'll fill this up with gold before, at least once I get the gold, I think it should keep up. Yeah, see, so the gold's still there. I'll start getting some stuff in here. So it's not the cleanest setup, but it'll work for now. I will have to keep adding lava to it, so that's something to make note of. Let's see if we can get that stonework factory set up now. So the first thing we're going to need to do is get the dissolution chamber set up, start getting some pink slime, and start getting some plastic set up. And to get the dry rubber, we're going to need the latex processor. We have a couple more steps, and it's all rainy. So to get the latex, we need the latex processor. We have latex in there. Throw some water in, which I could probably just pipe this into it, to be honest. I know everything's a mess right now. Right now, we're just trying to get the basics set up, and then we'll make things all good. Okay, let's get water in. I'll put the latex in by hand just because I want these to stay separate. You can stay in there. Cool. So now we get some dry rubber. And to use the, how do I get the plastic? Do I have to cook it? Yeah. I have to cook down the plastic or the dry rubber to get plastic. All right. So our next step is to make the advanced machine frame. So we need some pink slime, some 2 netherite scrap. So get that one, 2 plastic. All right. So I set up this quick little setup. I have a tank here with an import bus. So I can just like do a bucket of slime or whatever. I did a fluid hard drive, nothing crazy, just like a 4K. Just so I can, touch the surface of fluids. And I gave this a pattern provider. I know this is all a mess, but still trying to get the basic automation set up. So in theory, if I say craft one of these, I need nether brick and more plastic. Okay, well, let's click this. Is it just nether brick I'm missing? Okay, let me try to get some of that. All right, let's try that again. So now since I have some in the inventory, I don't know if I actually set this one up correctly, but maybe. Everything's in there, yeah. So that way you get the perfect amount of latex, in theory. That way you don't have to like put a whole bucket in and then do different recipes. Bam. Yeah, nothing left. Awesome. Sweet. So now I need to make the advanced frame. And then we're doing really good, guys. Let's try the advanced and beautiful. So that's working too. Amazing. All right. So we're going to get the stonework factory set up so I can start getting some silicone. But then I want to start getting into some gateways. Let's do some blaze. Let's do maybe some slime. Let's see if we can set up a basic gateway farm. All right, so I'm just going to put this here because this needs water and lava. So if I go, I'll move this around later. If I go like this and go pickaxe, 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 and if I just give this lava, it should work. So let's test it. Okay, I can only hold 2 buckets at a time. So it's going to make cobble, turn it to gravel, make sand. Now I got silicone, cobble. Awesome. So how much? Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. There's a big thunderstorm happening. Is it not using my lava? It doesn't look like it is. Oh, that makes it a lot easier if that's the case. Wow, it's not using the lava at all. Wow, so I can put this literally anywhere then. And just like that, I'm getting free silicone. All right, let's get into some gateways and maybe cut this before I lose power because of a thunderstorm. All right, I built this little box with a mob crusher in the middle. I'm hoping I can just put the gateways in there and they don't come out. I don't actually know how much space they need, but that is going to be the problem. So let's just see. Let's just try one. Let's get out of the water first. Let's just get a random gateway. Let's try slime. Slime will be useful. Put it on top. Let's see what happens. If they don't see me, they might just go in the middle. Yeah, it's working. I don't know if it'll be fast enough, but we'll see. Go away, slime. Go over there. Looks like the bigger ones can fight it a little bit more. My magnet. Oh, I can't reach. Oh, dang it. That wasn't smart. I want to do this with like blaze and stuff as well. Maybe I can just get to auto farm. What's that? Yeah, eventually I want to get to the oh, hello. Are you lost, sir? So now I can now summon slime however I want. So I want to do this with blaze too. Let's see. Just go in there. Got some hat bags I don't care about. Honestly, the hats I don't care. I'm just gonna. I know one of the things is like collect all hats, but I just don't care to be honest. Go in there, you. Ta-da! Okay, so I have the trophy now. So I can now spawn slime whenever I want. But I want it to be more regulated. So let's try one with blaze now, not a titan. Let's just see. Oh, I need those blocks. All right, so let's see what happens if I just put this in here, maybe close them in and get out. Let's just see what happens if I just leave them in there for a minute. Well, it sounds like it's working, especially because the water will do damage to them as well. Sounds great. You just hear them. Wait for the next one to spawn. Now I know I got slime balls last time, but will I get blaze rods this way? I kind of want to poke my head in, but also I'd rather not. I'll go over here. Hi. Yeah, this is the easy way of doing it for sure. See heads. Oh, do I want to go in there? Is it worth it? I think I'll just wait a minute. And just like that, I got the gateway or the trophy doing so much. So I didn't get any blaze rods, unfortunately, which is too bad. But I can now summon blaze. Now, can I only summon them in the nether? I'm not sure. I'm going to go through, do a bunch more gateways, and then we will reevaluate where we're at. Oh, I was doing a creeper one, and one like teleported out, so that sucks. It's good to know that they can morph out. All right, let's try that again. Hopefully they don't teleport out here next time. All right, so I got a few of them. Pillager, Blaze, Iron Golem, Creeper, Cow, Fox, Magma Cow, Slime, and Witch. I want to see, since this technically counts as player kills, if I go like this and get Blaze data model, does it count? Come here, come here. All right, so let's see. If I go like this and put this in here, will these count towards this? 12 remaining. Oh, the new ones haven't spawned yet. So let's see. It says 12 remaining. Will it go down? This does technically count as a player kill, I think. No, that's too bad. Either way, that's cool. I'll just try to get my data model this way. I need like a longer sword or something. I can't reach them. Okay, maybe I can make a weapon. All right. I think this one I'm going to not cheese too much. I'm just going to stay in here with them. And because I have the chef outfit on, so I'm immune to fire. So it's like, they really can't do much to me anyways. I need 2 more. That's too bad. All right. So now I got enough to have a basic model for the blaze. I might set up neural networks, and I think that's what we're going to call it for today. So let's go get that set up real quick. All right. So now I'll have to keep making these, but I'll have a passive way of getting blaze rods, which means I can start getting into like wireless power and like make this less of a thing. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys again next week. Click subscribe. Okay. Bye-bye. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Skyfactory 5. Hello. All right. So in today's episode, I want to get into printers, RGB printers. I need to get some seeds set up and all that good stuff. So let's just get right into it. A couple quick updates of what I've done is I updated the gateway farm. Now I have an absorption hopper, and like I can just put gateways in here, and like they'll just go. Even like some titans, like I can just put them in, and it'll just keep doing it. Sometimes they'll pop out, but, like, if I just go slime's a good one I've been doing, just because slime's always really good. So if I just go like this, and I just leave it alone, I'll get a bunch of slime, which is awesome. Now I also have an XP farm, so that's pretty cool. So, yeah, we're just gonna let that go. Hopefully, the slimes don't keep killing us. They have killed me a few times, and, I may have to quiet that up a little bit, but let's get into mystical agriculture so we can get some RGB seeds and set up the printer and all that kind of good stuff. All right. So first thing we're gonna need is the fusion altar. I don't have any stone, really. Well, I guess I lied. The first thing we're gonna need is some stone. So let me get some stone cooked up. All right. So I got all of the altars set up. I don't know where I want to set this up. It's kind of techie here. Maybe here. Sure. I don't remember how many of these you need. Is it 7 or 8? Oh yeah, it's 8. That's fine. Get one more. I kind of wish there was modular routers because that's a good way of automating this stuff. But yeah, let me find a way of getting these seeds set up, and then we'll start growing them. All right, so I have an idea that I want to try. So if I just make a barrel, let's just go blank. Sure. Sure. If I go like this and create a normal Minecraft barrel, I can upgrade them with these just planks and a stick. So if I just put this like, here, no, one back. Okay, yeah. So if I put it like that and give it this upgrade, then I can give it an advanced hopper upgrade, right? And in theory, I can say push item up, pull item down. So I'm gonna see if I can try something like that. I've never done it like that before. All right, so I was trying to do it this way, but it looks like I need to use the advanced ones for all of them. So let me switch these all to advanced, and then in theory, this might work. The only thing we're missing is redstone. All right, I think I have the setup. We'll see if the settings work. If not, it's going to change something. But if I just give this a lever, can I not? I feel like that. Hmm. That's kind of the annoying thing that I can't just put a lever on here. Well, let me tweak that real quick. All right, I think we got it working. So the settings are we have the advanced hoppers pushing up with the items. This one just has redstone because that's annoying. And then this one's just push pulling and getting me RGB seeds. Yeah. Haha. That's working. It's kind of cool. I've never done it this way with sophisticated storage. And we'll just let it do its thing real quick. Okay, one thing I did do is I changed this all to block. So I think that's just like a white list or black list. Now it seems to work. I was having issues before, but I'm getting all my RGB seeds in there. So pretty cool way of doing it. I think that redstone is dumb. You should be able to put it on the side, but whatever. And just like that, I have a stack of seeds. So let's go plant these. And then we are going to make all of the farmlands premium as well. So go over here. We'll make all of our farmlands to premium. They'll have a same setup as over there. Instead of for doing the essence or the inferium seeds, we'll do the RGB. All right, so I need a couple more. So let's go get those seeds made. But yeah, it's already starting to produce. It's pretty quick already. All right, so let's turn this on and see what happens. Should just go in here. Awesome. So I may need to put a pipe upgrade on there, but for now, we're doing pretty good. I don't get why the pipe mod's not in here. I think it should be, but let's try this one. I don't remember what one I used it on the other one. There you go. That should be fine. So I have this one with a void upgrade because I don't need too much of this stuff. Should be able to put that in there. There we go. And then, okay, awesome. So the next step would be start auto crafting this essence and then start setting up the printer, probably in that chunk there. So yeah, let's get going. Weird. For whatever reason, this back section isn't getting used up, but on this one it does. I'm not sure why. They're identical setups. Oh, unless this one's facing the wrong way. Nope. Give me that back. So what if I go like this way? Oh, go away. Okay, now it seems to be working. Maybe. We'll see. All right, I changed this to a double barrel 2, and I just put a compacting upgrade on there. Oops. I just told it to compact everything. And so, yeah, so now it's automatically just making the RGB die, which will make things much easier. I could potentially even tell it just to make blocks and send the blocks over the printer. Hmm, maybe. Yeah, unfortunately, the 3 didn't work because to get the RGB block, it is not a 2 by 2, it's a 3 by 3. So that's okay. We may just use this, or we can separate like a auto crafter to it to make blocks. I'm not sure the benefit. All right, so for now, I have this set up. It's not the cleanest thing, but I'll just have these pulling down into an inventory, and this just with an item filter pulling just that item out. It's not the cleanest thing, but you know, it's what we got for now. So the other option, I could like put it into the network and then take it out from the network, but it just seems like a lot of work just for here to here. So yeah, so now I need some power for these printers. Also, if you haven't seen these yet, they're kind of cute. They're like Steve as Bob Ross. So they paint a picture, but they need power. So I guess we have to run a cable over here or something. Hi, Steve. I forgot I set up flux networks. So in theory, I can just go like this. And it's going to be off even, but it's fine. So we go like that. And just give you power. Oh, I need to wrench it as well. That should be enough power to power all these. We'll see. But yeah, they just start painting items with this RGB dye. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we got iron. So we got essentially all of this stuff, which is pretty cool. So now I'm going to need to set up a storage for all this. And yeah, let's go. Let's get some storage. All right, so I set this all up to a sophisticated storage, or yeah. So I have the controller. For whatever reason, it doesn't like touching. So like if I had it right here, it just wouldn't work. So you got to have it not touching it, and you just link it all with this wrench. Just go toot, 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 like right. You just right click it. So if you go like that, right click it, and then go pop, 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 pop. So I think these are all going empty now. That just means I have a spot for everything. I did set these ones up to the compacting, so they'll turn into the automatic ones. And this number is going up. So as of right now, I may need more printers to keep up with that speed, but that's pretty cool for now. I may upgrade these and whatnot. Hmm. Now what do we do? All right, let's check off our book. Let's see how we're doing. Combustion generator. We have to make power. Yeah, we make power. Craft RGB dye. Yes. Craft a blender. I did make some, but we're not going to use them. Printer. Yes. Have not done that. Use a pulverizer as a catalyst and a pulverizer. Never done that. Speed up your machines by capturing the warden. Oh, industrial foregoing souls. Quicker reactors. Hmm. What do we need to do to progress next? All right, I think I want to set up some more auto crafting because right now I just have like basic stuff. But yeah, I want to get some like molecular assemblers set up and yeah, stop crafting things myself. All right, so I set up a basic auto crafting tower. That should be enough to get me started for now. But I think that's where we're going to call it for today. Kind of a short episode, but we got a lot done. Anyways, I'll see you guys again next week. Click subscribe. Okay, bye bye. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Skyfactory 5. Hello. All right. Today I want to go fight the Ender Dragon. Sounds pretty fun. So I can show you what I've been doing, a little upgrading, a little prep to get ready for that. Step one is I got some armor, I got some new tools, all these really good tools. Click subscribe. And I got my food cooler of tofu, of course. Tofu is yummy. And I built a jetpack. So I got the max tier jetpack, so I can now fly. And yes, this is a mod that I did add to this pack, but I feel like it's nice to have a jetpack opposed to like flying with R's or something else. So I think let's just get right into this. Let's build the end portal and let's see if we can fight the dragon. I do think it is a different dragon, so we'll see how that goes. And I guess I can take off this head. Yeah, let's go fight the dragon. Oh yeah, I also upgraded my furnaces to Supremium, and I added one layer of growth accelerators right here. I do my RGB, and I think it's going up now. It was going down slowly before, and I think it's maybe going up. So that's cool. Thank you, Bob Ross painters. You guys are doing great. But let's make this end portal and let's get in there. So to go to the end, it's different. You have to make it end painting. Yeah. All right. So in theory, this will bring us to the end. So you jump into it. Okay. We have an overworld painting, which is important. So let's turn our jetpack on. Go find her. Hello, beautiful. All right. Up there. Sorry, she's like really loud. Hey, stop that. Let go. What is it? Whatever you're doing, probably stop that. And why is she three-headed? That is so loud. Go for that real quick. Am I riding her? I think I'm stuck in place. Oh, there we go. Was good stuff. Did the jetpacks make that too easy? I don't know. I know there's other ways to fly as well. So I don't think it's too bad. Grab egg. Cool. But yeah, we got Dragon Heart, Gator, and should have opened up a gateway somewhere. This one. So I don't know if it's standard end, but it's like this. Go up on that. Crouch. Crouch. Ah, right on a ship. Wow, that's lucky. Ship right there. Cool. Fight some shulkers. Let's go grab a elytra. Not that we really need one, but I already have one currently. Where I got that one from. Okay. Where is it? They hit it off. My magnet picked it up. Torch gems. I don't find any of this stuff. All right, let's head back home. Well, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. Let's get into Draconic Evolution now, because and I should probably fight them a few more times just to get some data models. But yeah, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. All right, so I think I remember how this works. I think you surround the core with the injectors and some power, and I don't know. It's been a little bit, but let's see if I can get this set up. All right, so I believe you need to set up like this with like there's different ways you could have them like stacked fives or whatever. But I think it's something like this, 2 blocks away. So if I give these items power, I don't know if this needs redstone or not. But yeah, let's do some crafting. Upgrade these. So we're gonna upgrade our fusion crafters, and I may go fight the dragon a few more times. Yeah, let's just get the base set up. So the first upgrade would be the wyvern. So we need the wyvern core. We have some draconium ingots from our painting. We have the dust. So that's how we're getting ingots. So, ooh, nether star. We don't have nether stars. Let's try to fight a wither. The biggest problem with this furnace setup is just my hoppers can't keep up, right? Which is too bad. But I'm gonna see if I can modify the chamber we have up here, that thing, to put a wither in it. Let's do that right now. All right, I'm gonna see if I can replace all of this with connected glass. Let's see if I go. I can always do a layer of stone on the outside again too. Cool. I can get. Whoa, 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 whoa! I got most of it covered. Let me just make a little bit more. All right, let's see if this will work. I hope this bottom is witherproof. Maybe I'll do a layer of glass underneath that as well. And then they may be able to break stuff like that trapdoor or whatever, but let's hope for the best. All right, let's try to do this wither. Hopefully I don't regret this. Please don't escape and destroy everything. Uh-oh, that's bad. That's bad. We're out here. Oh. All right, isn't going great. Here I thought I was like, oh, I was OP. I survived. Well, this could be going better. Yeah, stand there, stupid. Break my create stick? Oh, he did. Dang. Can I get in here? Did you break that? I think that's not even hitting him. Oh, I'm gonna die. That could have gone a little better. Well, I do have my first nether star. I did get my first nether star. So how many of these do I need to beat? 11 more. Let me see if I can do something better. All right, let's see if I can try a mob crusher. I don't know if mob crushers work on withers, and I know it won't be wither proof, but I'm just going this. If I just give this some power, will that work? I feel like he'll just be able to break out of it. Well, let's try it. Let's see what happens if he gets near this. All right, round 2. Hopefully he gets near this thing and hopefully that works. Oh, he might blow it up. What if I go like this and then I'll break that block out? Please don't blow that up. Oh, he blew it up. Oh, he actually blew it up. Get another one. And he blew that one up too. Cool. Stop being a jerk. You're gonna keep going in there. Dying. All right, so I'm gonna bust it down. Is he? So, okay. I got another star. I'm going to see if I can make a wither attunement augment and see if that will help a bit. Let's go try. Because now I still have 2 stars. All right. So what is this rest for supreme? I could just click off. Uh, 2 wither skulls and 2 nether stars with. There we go. Wither resistance. I don't know if I need multiple of these, but I only have 2 stars. So that anchor cable down. I don't know what it has to go on, but all right, let's try that now with the resistance. And let's build another one and hope this goes better. All right, let's try this again. Hopefully I am witherproof now. Okay, no, he can explode me, but okay, this is a lot easier. But I'm still dying. Uh-oh. Well, slightly better. I'm gonna keep farming these guys for a bit. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's try this instead. So I have a Titan wither skeleton going over here just to get some more skulls out of them. I've made a heart amulet with 2 red heart canisters. That does give me a little bit more health. And I added a health boost 3 to my helmet. So let's try to clear off my inventory and let's try to fight the withers here. It's a little bit smaller, so they have less room to fly around. They're like a weatherproof door. That's fine. Go back in your cage. Stuff it. Stay in there. Don't come out here. Okay. This might be find the block, but might be an easier way of getting them. Yeah. It's a nice, good way of cheesing it. All right. Well, I'm going to do that for a while until I get my hostile networks maxed out. And last one. Ta-da! Awesome. So now I can have a data model of that. Cool. And yeah, that wither skeletons one's still going over here, guys. And some skulls. Keep clearing it. Yeah, I'm gonna set this up for the data model, and we'll go from there. Wow, that's like draining all of my power. That's just on the easy level. 25,000 per tick. All right, I need more power. I think I'm only creating like 15 or something. Let's take that out for now. I need more power. But I think we're going to do that in the next episode. So, next episode, we will get some better power setup. But today, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click subscribe. I'll see you guys again next week. Okay. Bye bye. Actually, real quick before we end this episode, I got some upgrades. So I got all the resonant integral components. I set up a very basic auto crafting setup for all the different components. So I'm just going to go upgrade all of our thermal lava power things for now, whatever they're called. And then I'll probably get it. But I also changed all these pipes to the Silex ones. I reset it just because I was getting an issue with the power. So this is the setup we're going to have. We're going to go from making 40 RF max to 480. So quite a big difference. I think it's like 60, 70,000 RF, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, see you guys next week. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the final episode of Skyfactory 5. All right, I've been busy since the last episode. I'll give you a little rundown. Today's goals is we're going to go fight the Chaos Dragon. Hopefully get that good. And then I think that's what I'm going to call it. Kind of over this pack. And I think the Chaos Dragon is kind of the perfect way to end it. So the first thing you can tell is I have my Draconic chest plate. I also have the bow, the Draconic bow. I got Infinity, Power, Quick Shot, Multi Bow. Here's what I have in there. Here's what I have on my chest plate. I have an auto feeder. I upgraded these, most of them. Built a reactor, so I just have a bigger reactor with some diamonds. This guy needed a little bit more power to get all this up and running. This did not work. I don't know how much lava I get pumping into it. It's just way too fast. I had some villagers to get some seeds. I think that's it. So first, let's go fight the normal dragon. Let's just see a comparison of like how strong we are. So let's make some end crystals. Let's go try to fight the normal dragon, and then we'll work our way. Was it 10,000 blocks away into the Nether? So let's try it. I assume I'm pretty beefy. I also want to turn on my shield. I'll wait till we get to the dragon. Yeah, this is what happened. I did do a test before. I guess my arrows are still here. But I've changed it to be even a little bit better to do. Let's see what happens. All right, let's go. If you enjoyed this series, click subscribe. And all right, let's go. She's there. Oh, we'll fly up to her and we'll start shooting. Can't see much, but I may miss. So hopefully I have a chance at the Chaos Dragon. I didn't even go for these. I just realized. I think with these bow, it should kind of like almost have like a auto try to get to thing. Like if I go like over here, I think it tries to get to it, or just the multi-shots helping out. Cool. So I guess we're on our way to the Chaos Dragon. I also have a whole bunch of totems. I had a evoker gateway. And let's just say I died many, many times to some Vex, but I got a lot of totems. So Yeah, I guess let's just head out there and hope for the best. I just turned my shield on and it makes me disappear apparently. So we'll see how this goes. Whoa, look at this generation. I'm trying to fly to. This is the craziest end city ever. Got one boat. Very, very cool. Not why we're here. We are just going north. And like, yeah, I have the jetpack, but there are other ways you could be flying. But where I'll be for the next little while. All right, we're getting close. I'm gonna set a waypoint. Right. All right, let's go for it. And don't they just appear? Do I have to do anything? There we go. Let's see if we got this. Everything's very loud. Let's do it. Here. Now, where's my? I'm off to a bad start. Oh, I already died a couple times. Okay. I think I may be safe here, but not too sure. Yeah, my shield's already struggling to fill back up. Come on, food. Hurry up. Go away. That one. Come on, food. Regain fast. Flight's hard. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Uh-oh. 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 Not good. Hello? Oh, she pulls you in. The hardest part about this is the flight. Well, actually, the lots of part of this. That one. Uh-oh, there I go. Come on, eat faster. Oh, pulling me in. Yeah, the withers. Forgot about them not being. Yeah, the flight controls are one of the worst parts of all this. She just pulls you in randomly. Like I'm about to get shot real soon. Withers. I'm trying to fly up, but it doesn't let you. Yeah, faster at. Come here, you withers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Am I safe here? Stuck here. I should have brought a data model. Yeah, so there's a reason why they call this the Chaos Guardian. Or Chaos Dragon. Are all the withers gone for now? There's some of these though. Yeah, first death. Let's see if I can get back there. I get my stuff. Give me my stuff. Where's my bow? Oh, it's over here. Oh, I'm gonna die. Open? I don't know if you just go at it long enough. So I don't think so. What's this one supposed to be? Got that one. Got that one. Still missing this one. Come on. Come hit this one. Come on. Just three. 1, 2. I don't know the other one. One. More somewhere. Come on. That's all of them. You don't even have a chance with that stuff. You need more totems. Get away from there. Get away from there. Leave me alone. I'll wait till her shield goes down. There you go. Wish my health would heal up faster. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm running out of totem. I just can't kill these withers. Like, they just keep like going to half health and then they're staying there. I just won't go below that. I tried using my sword. I just can't get them past half health now. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Gotta be something healing them, but like, there we go. Just disappear after a while, I guess. Hello. Like what? Almost half health? No, let me go. Oh, my jetpack's running out of power too. Come on. Down. I think this would be going very well. I'm gonna sit here for a minute, let my stuff recharge a little bit for the battery, and then we'll head right back over there. Here we go. Hey, we did it. Blue heart. Look at all this good stuff. Awesome. That was easy, he said. Yeah, so if we go down here, take a minute. Man, I need a backpack. It's like a thing. Oh, there it is. So we got the chaos crystal. Got the chaos shard. We did it. Let's head home. Well, that was nice and easy. I don't know how many times we died, but hello. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, I did. Good job. I think that's the end. I guess we can use these crystals real quick, but I think that's it. We've done a lot. We could have done more, but I think we're ready, or at least I am ready for the next pack. So let's use some of these crystals, and then yeah, we did it. All right, so I upgraded all of these injectors. These are all the chaotic ones. I want to do the chest plate. So let's just go bam, these. Give me that back. Oh, these are all going to be individual. Missed that one. You ever put this in here? Yeah. But honestly, I think that's where we're just going to end it. Like, we're pretty OP. We're pretty strong, and just, I think we're on to the next journey. So let's grab this, and then I'll see you guys again in the next episode next week. I think we're starting something new. I'm thinking create SMP, not SMP. Want SMP? Hit me up. But no, create. Anyways, let's just grab it. And just like that, this in there. I've created a flight then. Yeah, I'll see you guys again soon. Okay, bye bye.